Okay guys, I'm about to record and this is my first time in this recording room that apparently is free to book, like in my university, and I never knew about this, and this is my last semester in college, so I feel so stupid for not using this. Wow. Oh shit. Oh. Anyways. Okay, I'm gonna get started. This is probably TMI, but I was about to start filming and I saw some of my fingernails were red. And I thought it was blood because I am on my period. But I know I washed my hands after, so then I realized that they're stains from eating hot Cheetos. Oh, that's how my life is going. Half a year ago, my therapist recommended me this book called Attached, The New Science of Adult Attachment and How It Can Help You Find and Keep Love. And it's by Amir Levine and Rachel S.F. Heller. And it blew my mind. Most of the ideas in this video will come from that book, and some will come from the School of Life, which is one of my favorite YouTube channels, and it talks about how to navigate relationships. And no, this video is not sponsored. Links to outside sources I reference will be in the description. Guys, so I'm so excited to be doing this video because attachment theory really just changed my whole perspective on what I needed. It explained my own behavior and the behavior of past partners, so I really can't wait to share this. Okay, so I see a lot of videos talking about what attachment theory is, but not about how to actually use it, which is crazy to me because the benefits to using this information is life-changing. Not only for romantic relationships, but also friendships, and if you're a marriage counselor for your parents like me. So there will be 4 parts to this video. In the first part, I'll be describing the different types of attachment and where they come from. The second part will be on how this translates to adult behavior. The third part will be the main takeaways from attachment theory, and the last part will be some ideas I have for implementing these takeaways into daily life. And one more thing, I'll also say your partner a lot, but I don't mean to exclude people with more than one partner. I think saying your partner or partners every single time would get really repetitive and in the way of my message, but let me know in the comments if there's a better alternative. Part 1, styles of attachment and where they come from. So let's get into it. What is attachment theory? Well, it's a theory obviously. It describes the different types of attachment based on what we expect in relationships, how we interpret romantic situations, and how we behave in these relationships. Attachment theory actually comes from describing how babies act around their parents. Anxious babies become extremely distressed when mom leaves the room, and when mom returns, the baby is happy to see her, but also furious that she left. And these babies take a long time to calm down. Secure babies also become extremely distressed when their mom leaves the room, but when mom returns, the baby will be happy to see her and is quick to calm down. Avoidant babies don't act differently when their mom leaves the room. It seems like they don't even care that she left. They seem indifferent and ignore mom when she comes back. However, researchers have found that these babies' heart rates and cortisol levels are actually just as elevated as the other babies. So although we can't see the baby panicking, the baby is panicking on the inside. There are also many different theories on how we develop our attachment styles. Really interesting theories actually, but that's for another video. Also, just some quick notes. I might just say avoidance instead of saying people with an avoidant attachment style because that's just a mouthful. Or I might say an anxious instead of people with an anxious style. Yeah, you get it. Or same goes for secures. Yeah, I love shortening descriptors into nouns. It's like when the queer community memes that say the straights are at it again. So how does this translate to adult behavior? Well, anxious types tend to look for preemptive signs of rejection or abandonment. Because of this, they are very in tune with how their partner is doing emotionally, but they also tend to jump to conclusions. If they feel that their relationship is being threatened, they will have thoughts or feelings called activating strategies that tell them you need to get closer to your partner right now, physically or emotionally. And some examples of activating strategies are feeling anxious until you get in contact with them, putting your mate on a pedestal, meaning you underestimate your good qualities and overestimate theirs, or believing that this is the only person you're compatible with who likes you back. Here are some more examples of activating strategies straight from the book if you're interested. Avoidant types tend to look for preemptive signs that people are trying to become closer or affectionate. They tend to flip from feeling super excited about someone to feeling romantically disinterested once the other person shows interest in them, or genuinely try to get closer. So when avoidant people sense their independence is being threatened, they have thoughts and feelings called deactivating strategies that tell them you need to get away from your partner right now. Some examples are pulling away when things are going well, checking out mentally when your partner is talking to you, avoiding physical closeness, and forming relationships with someone who's taken. Here are some more examples of deactivating strategies, also straight from the book if you're interested. Generally, secure people are dependable and trustworthy, and they're extremely comfortable with closeness and intimacy. They have amazing communication skills, and they're able to respond to their partner's needs. If you have a secure attachment style, this information is still beneficial to you because you and the world would have a lot to lose if you became less secure. Or hey, maybe you just want to understand the behavior of your non-secure partners, or help out friends who are non-secures. So although the original theory only talks about 3 types, there's actually a 4th type, which is the anxious avoidant. These lucky few get both activating and deactivating strategies. So sometimes their brain tells them to get closer to their partner, and sometimes their brain tells them they need to get away from their partner. Doesn't that sound great and not confusing and totally healthy? Well, yes, you need your partner to be available but also distant. If this is you, the takeaways on anxious and avoidant attachment styles can both be helpful. Also, there's a common misconception that anxious types are always girls and avoidant types are always guys. And I can say from experience that this is not true. I've dated this one guy who was anxious avoidant, and I've also dated avoidant girls.